back on it. So yesterday we went to the gym a little bit later, but we're back on our normal schedule. And you might be asking yourself, why are we up so early again on a weekend? And well, I have work tomorrow. I want to make sure I get in the gym with enough adequate time to train and possibly film before my shift starts. So that's the reason why we're back to our normal schedule. But what are we hitting today? It is a pull day. We're doing some back, some rear delts, and some side delts possibly, and biceps as well. I did go grab a coffee to kind of lift my spirits because I didn't get that much sleep. And yeah, let's get this pull day going. No more dilly-dallying. I'm hyped. Are you hyped? It is currently 4:47 in the morning. So for those of you who saw the video yesterday, I did talk about how I have a cut on the inside of my palm due to RDLs the other day. It kind of split open. So it's going to be kind of interesting today to hit back and try to minimize that pain and, you know, try not to hurt ourselves too much. We might just do a lot of machine-focused workouts, if anything, today, like cable-focused workouts, just to kind of prevent the cut from opening up even more. It definitely does suck that it's split open, but I'm not going to let that stop me from hitting the gym, especially on my favorite day. It's not too big or deep, but it does hurt to like open my hand and like close it. So, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from lifting. One thing I did want to talk about is somebody did ask me the other day, why is it that I use cable machines or like, you know, the assisted machines with the pin loading, you know, rather than doing free weights a lot of the time? And because for the longest, I didn't really use free weights, especially for a lot of movements like chest or back. And the reason being is because those machines with the pulleys and the pin loading give you the best contraction and the best optimal form of training. Because after a certain point of you reaching that point of fatigue, and any lift that you really do essentially will cause your form to be compromised, especially if you're doing a workout you're not used to, or if the weight is too heavy and you're trying to go for a heavier set or break a PR, whatever the case may be. But using the cables and the machines that are pin loaded, that path of you doing, let's say, a seated chest press or a seated row with the chest support, that form never really gets compromised. It stays in a fixed position no matter how heavy you go, as long as you're trying your best to actually follow the correct path while you're pushing or pulling, whatever the case may be. Overall, yes, you can still fuck up your form when using those machines, but it's almost impossible to do. You have to like really try to mess up your form when you're hitting those workouts. So that's why I prefer using the cable machines as opposed to actually using free weights for so long. Lately, however, I've been trying to be more versatile when it comes to my workouts, trying to switch things up and try new things, because it's also good to switch it up every now and then so you don't get comfortable. The last thing you want to do at the gym is become comfortable. Another topic I wanted to discuss about is the common and still recurring misconception. And the reason why I say still reoccurring misconception is because when I go to the gym, I still see people trying to quote unquote tone the muscle. I don't understand why we're still doing this in the Big 26. It has been proven time and time again that there is no such thing as toning the muscle. People still have it misconstrued that you can tone the muscle by lowering the weight and going for higher reps. And if you want to build quote unquote bulkier muscles and get bigger and bulk, you have to hit fewer reps with heavier weight. And that is so far from the truth. That is completely inaccurate. If you want to get leaner and quote unquote tone your muscle, what you have to do is be in a caloric deficit, thus lowering your body fat percentage overall and building lean mass as well during the process. When I go to the gym now, I still see people doing this. I see people doing lat pull downs or chest press or whatever the case may be. It's almost every workout, and I'll see people doing 30, 40 reps in a row with extremely light weight, almost with zero effort. You can tell they're not struggling with the weight. And in order for you to grow in the gym and build muscular structure, you need to train for hypertrophy, and you need to progressively overload as the weeks go by to show that your body is progressing. If you are not giving that muscle the contraction and resistance and intensity that it needs, it's not going to grow and it's not going to go anywhere, because you're not contracting and damaging the muscle enough to repair itself to grow. Yes, you can technically reach hypertrophy by hitting higher reps if you burn out and you get a good solid pump, while a pump is not a direct correlation of muscular growth. It's definitely a symbol / indication that you are training towards hypertrophy, but not a direct correlation. However, by doing so, you're going to burn your body out faster. Doing high reps with low weight is essentially cardio at that point. You're just maximizing reps and movement to reach a point of hypertrophy that you could have reached a lot sooner by just raising the weight and going heavier. So stop repping out these weights and sets. Go for a heavier weight, 6 to 12 reps. Please stop trying to tone the muscle. It is counterintuitive and it's not doing your body any benefits in terms of training. You are severely slowing down progress and leaving a lot of gains on the table by doing so. Another topic I wanted to discuss about is what are some of the foods that you can eat during a bulk, because I know it's summertime right now, but bulking season's not too far away. And in terms of building up that appetite, here are tips and tricks that you could do in order to help you build up that appetite, because that is the most common issue a lot of people always tend to tell me that they have in terms of building muscle and eating is they have trouble eating a lot of food and building up an appetite to bulk. Here are some foods that helped me when it came to bulking to help build up my appetite over time. One of the main things I love to eat a lot during a bulk is potatoes. They're not super high in calorie, but they're actually still very dense in terms of keeping you full. However, I prefer to eat them during a bulk because I feel like I can eat more of them. They do keep me more full throughout the day, and I do have a really big appetite, so I prefer to eat the potatoes when I'm on a bulk. Now, normally I don't condone eating protein cookies, protein chips, protein drinks, or shakes like that you get at like a 7-Eleven or at a convenience shop or store. The only times I do eat these when I'm having trouble or issues bulking, I will sometimes let this slide for myself, is I like to consume the Lenny and Larry's protein cookies. And the reason being is because while not the best on a nutritional / performance standpoint, they do provide an insane amount of macros in terms of giving you enough calories for the day and keeping you still hungry, because they're very, very calorie dense. An entire cookie, which does not keep you that full, by the way, it really feels like you're eating a snack. But an entire cookie of the Lenny and Larry's is roughly, if you get the chocolate chip version, I believe it's roughly 460 calories for the whole thing. In case you're having trouble as well hitting your fat macros, it has a good amount of fat in there as well. And like I said, again, it's only 460 calories for the whole thing. So you really do get more bang for your buck in terms of calories and consuming enough food to keep you still hungry throughout the day. I'm telling you, when you eat this cookie, it's not very filling at all. You'll be hungry again within the next hour for sure. It's not a very filling snack, but it's an easy way to get your calories in. Also too, just don't be afraid to bulk. Bulking is such a necessity in terms of building muscle. I see a lot of people nowadays still following that lean is law BS. Bulking or having a mass building phase is absolutely, without a doubt, detrimental to your fitness journey in terms of building muscle. If you want to build adequate lean muscle, you need to be in a surplus. Anything over your caloric limit or your daily expenditure is a surplus. And when you're in that surplus, that's what's going to optimize growth and make sure you're building muscle at an adequate and safe rate. We are here. It is currently 5:06 a.m. I'm not going to lie, I rambled on for a bit. So I'm going to finish my coffee. Then I'm going to go inside, film the sets and all that jazz. You already know this whole spiel. And yeah, once I'm done, I'm going to come back, show the progression in the pump, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Alrighty. So that pretty much wraps it up. As you can tell by the footage, solid pump, solid workout, still keeping a lot of that vascularity and leanness as we are kind of maintaining / like slowly building up our mass builder phase. I still want to have and obtain a certain look for summer, so I'm still trying to do maintenance calories for a bit, but I'm going to be slowly increasing calorie intake as the weeks go by, mainly because I want to get as big and as lean as possible. Again, 200 pounds lean is the goal. Right now, I have no idea how much I weigh, but I feel like I'm making great progress. We're looking big and lean, maintaining that vascularity and leanness, which is great. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're aiming for. Again, slow and steady wins the race. The gym wasn't too crowded today, which was amazing. Honestly, a 12 out of 10 workout. I love back day so much. No disappointments here. Also, it's raining right now, which is awesome because I love the rain. I love rainy weather like this. I hope all of y'all are having a great weekend so far. Hopefully you guys are crushing your fitness goals today, and hopefully you guys are, you know, progressing and hitting some PRs and crushing those weights. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to go home, edit this little guy together, get some food in me, shower and change, you know, all that jazz. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. No guarantees or promises on a video. Tomorrow is leg day, so we'll see if we'll film and post that one up. But until then, I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty.